Good morning, children. How are you all today? Welcome to our session again. Children, the most interesting part we have seen yesterday, that is consequences of the World War II. Apart from the aggressive nationalism, imperialism, secret alliances, we have added some more causes for the World War II, like the failure of League of Nations and the treaty, the terms and conditions mentioned in the Treaty of Versailles, and the other immediate action or the immediate provocation for the World War II was Hitler's attack on Poland. In order to capture the port of Danzig, Hitler declared war on Poland, and Poland already had a secret alliance with Britain. So Britain came to the rescue of Poland, due to which a war broke out in 1939 September. So Hitler, who thought that it as a very small military operation, got provoked as an entire world war. So later we have seen that it was in 1943. It was in the 1943, the Hitler attacked Russia, and as a result of that, Russia entered into the war, and Japan attacked Pearl Harbor of USA, due to which USA also entered into the war on the side of Britain. So these Allied powers and Axis powers fight went on for 6 years, from 1939 to 1945, but it was in 1943, at a Battle of Stalingrad in 1943, the Nazi forces were defeated by the Russian forces. So as the defeat of Germany has took place due to the Battle of Stalingrad, along with the Hitler, his all subordinates and other officers had committed suicide. Not to get caught by the opponents and get tried, they committed suicide. That was the end of Germany. After the Germany's war has come to an end. Germany's participation in the war has come to an end after the death of the Hitler. Germany got divided into two parts. One is GDR, that is a German Democratic Republic, and the other one is FRG, that is a Federal Republic of Germany. So this part, GDR, was under the control of USSR, and FRG was under the control of USA. That's nothing but Federal Republic of Germany has a capitalistic method of government here, that is a democratic government, whereas the GDR, that is German Democratic Republic, has a communist ideology of rule here. So this is how it got divided after the end of the war in Germany. Whereas in the Far East also the situation is not better. Japan, which has conquered most of the Southeast Asian countries, has attacked Pearl Harbor, due to which USA has entered into the war, and USA has dropped 2 atom bombs on Japan. One in the month of August at Hiroshima, the other one is at Nagasaki. So it was due to the atom bombs, the Japan surrendered and came to the knees in the war, and it was a victory of the Allied powers led by Britain. So after the end of the war, the military government in Japan was completely suspended, but the German emperor, the Japanese emperor, was allowed to rule. Japan has become a monarchical constitutional power like England, but whereas a responsible democratic government was elected to rule, and that elected government will be responsible to the Japanese parliament, and the parliament of the Japan is called as Diet. This is one of the most important question, children. Yesterday we have learnt about Hitler's making into the German parliament. The German lower house is called as Riksdag, whereas the Japanese parliament is called as Diet. So that government will be responsible for the Diet. So this is how after 1945, slowly the economic activities got started in the world once again. But you know, friends, the consequences of the war, the consequences of the World War II or the both world wars is enormous. The most important event which occurred after the world wars is during the First World War. You have seen the end of many monarchical rules. The Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Turkish Empire has come to an end. The German Empire has come to an end. So Austro-Hungarian Empire has come to an end. And the redrawing of the European map has taken place after the World War. In the same way, after the Second World War, children, there was an end to most of the colonial powers colonial powers. Even India was under the rule of the Britain. So many of the nations had become independent after the World War II. At least 100 countries had become independent after the World War II. The newly independent nations like India, Indonesia, China, Egypt, they started playing very important role in the making of the world a better place to live. And coming to the other things, children, like USA and USSR, Britain, which was the most powerful country at the beginning of the World War II, has become a secondary power, and USA and USSR has become most powerful countries in the world. So USA stands for United States of America, USSR stands for Union of Socialist Soviet Republics. Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. So Russia model, the USSR model, they started spreading it in the East European countries, whereas capitalism is being spread in the other parts of the world. So in order to revive the economy of the world, which has got completely distracted due to the war, so this time Germany was not treated very harshly as they have treated after the World War I. After the World War I, they treated Germany with the Treaty of Versailles, where monetary sanctions were imposed, the territorial sanctions, the military sanctions, which were slavish. Even Hitler has rose to the power only because of the terms mentioned in the Treaty of Versailles. But this time, the same mistake they haven't done it. So they started coming out with the economic revival. It was a Marshall Plan which has been introduced by the government of USA in order to revive the economy. And in order to counter this Marshall Plan, USSR has come out with another plan called as a Malto Plan. And when you look at the enfranchisement of enfranchisement of women, which has taken place after the war, it was in 1918 that women in Britain got the right to vote. One of the most important questions. 1918, it was after the World War I that women in Britain got right to vote. When most of the men were present in the war, it was a woman who has to continue in the industrial working, as well as to maintain the shops and many malls. As a result of this, woman has become the breadwinner, and they started raising their voice for the equality in pay and equality in the opportunities on par with the men. So that has resulted in the women enfranchisement, and there are many enormous human cost has taken place due to the wars, due to the both wars. It is expected that nearly 10 million people died. There is a large amount of people who got died and injured during the wars. It is expected that nearly 10 million people in the First World War and 20 to 25 million people during the Second World War died. And you know, children, most of these people who died were men, and they were below the age of 40. Even India also participated in this war. It is expected that nearly 75,000 Indian soldiers were also died fighting for Britain in Africa. And it was 87,000 Indian soldiers who died fighting for Britain in Africa and in other parts of the continent in the Second World War. So this is how there was a enormous human cost, and even today, world sits on the threat of chemical and biological warfare and nuclear weapons. There is a constant threat, but at the same time, there are also the new international organizations which got flourished. The international organizations like UNO, okay, United Nations Organization, which we call today as UN. It is renamed as UN, United Nations. So this United Nations duty is to uplift the economically backward countries and even to promote the peace and to solve the international disputes between the countries peacefully and bringing them onto the table through the negotiation. So this is a duty of the United Nations, collective security. These all principles were present even with the League of Nations after the First World War. But that has got failed, as a result of which the Second World War broke out. But United Nations journey was ups and downs. There are many wars which took place even after the establishment of United Nations, but the World War did not take place. So as a result of that, United Nations is partially success in avoiding the Third World War. But if the Third World War breaks out, the entire life on the earth will be at a question mark. So remember that, children, United Nations along with its other agencies like UNESCO, UNICEF, IMF and International Court of Justice, ICJ. There are various agencies through which it works. UNESCO is nothing but United Nations Educational Scientific Cooperation and Cultural Organization. United Nations Educational, Science and Cultural Organization. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund is for what the UNICEF stands. International Monetary Fund is IMF. International Court of Justice. The headquarters of the International Court of Justice is located in Netherlands at a place called Hague. So it's a place where the International Court of Justice is located. So this is about the world in between the world wars, that is from 1900 to 1950. It is also the period where the world has experienced a serious economic crisis. Even India also experienced the same kind of famine conditions in India, because large supplies of food were sent to the armies, and industrial production also suffered a lot because most of the people were engaged in the war production activities. So this is the end of the lesson, the world in between the world wars, children. And complete the question and answers which are present at the back of the lesson under the improve your information or improve your learning. Thank you, children.